Okay.
ที่เราเข้าไปดูแล
Hondo. Oh, there's a dog here. Sit.
So we have to make sure that
Yeah. Let's got it.
Maybe go to Japan. Go to work.
ต้องระวังหมาตัว
Welcome everyone. We're here at the residence right across from Wat Thai Los Angeles. And we are waiting for Venerable Pannakara to come out with the loka. There's quite a welcome here.
ยมติ๋ม
yes
เรียกติ๋มหน่อย
พี่ติ๋ม
ยมนั่นด้วยตาลยมตาลเรียกติ๋มตาลด้วยยมตาลมาครับ
Wat Thai Los Angeles. We're so honored to be here. This is the first Thai temple outside of Thailand in the United States. It's 54 years old. So a lot of history here. We are at the residence across from Wat Thai Los Angeles, and here's Bante.
Yeah.
On the side please, on the side please. Please.
ป๊อปเถิบนิดหนึ่ง
ต้องยาวมาเลยฮะยาวมาเลยขอทานเลยครับขอทานครับ Wat Thai Pannakara. Please. Sorry.
Thank you
เดี๋ยวไปจ่ายที่แล้วที่ก็ได้
Hello ค่ะขาย love you
ที่ก็ได้เก็ต
Oh, I see.
ครับนี่ก็บรรยากาศคนว่าอะไรเลยครับ
Please make sure the video is clear from anybody. Thank you so much. Taking the way.
ขอทานนะครับ space please
Buddha bless you all. Buddha Dhamma and the Sangha. I'm here today with the ladies and gentlemen. We're very happy to see Venerable Bhikkhu Pannakara and Aloka together today. Yes, welcome again. Have a seat. Thank you so much for being here. And have a seat and pray. Ceremony. We will happy and honored to welcome
Tess, Master Ratanaguna is not here at Wat Thai Los Angeles. He needed to rest a little bit, so he's staying in Azusa and will join us later. And we are in North Hollywood, I believe, at Wat Thai Los Angeles.
เดี๋ยวท่านเข้าโบสถ์เข้าเขียน ขอแล้วนิมนต์ได้เลย
This is Long Paw coming through.
ฝากถ่ายเสร็จแล้วสินะฝากตรงไหนตรงนี้นี่ถวายนี่ขอบมาสการท่านก่อน
Long Paw.
บอกโยมให้เอาหมาออกก่อนนะ ไปทางนั้นก่อนไปทางนั้นก่อนไหมเดี๋ยวกลับไปก่อนแล้ว
ไม่เป็นไรอย่าบล็อกทางเดินนะคะขอทางเดินขอโทษค่ะตรงนี้มูฟไปเลยนะคะ
กูต้องเอารองเท้าไปใส่แล้วเดี๋ยวเราลง
He just shared that he is 94 years old.
ร็จแล้วลงด้วยครับ
Hello everyone. We are at Wat Thai Los Angeles. This is a Thai temple and the first Thai temple outside of Thailand. This temple is 54 years old.
คุณติ๋มพอดี
ขอทางตรงกลางแบ่งตรงกลางเดินไปทางนี้นะ
I need space here. We need some space, please. We need space, please. No, yeah. ท่านมาได้ที่การที่เอาข้างไหนพี่ป๊อปจับเองนะอยู่โอเคตรงนี้นะ
แล้วก็เดินขวาเลย
คนลงล่างนะครับเพี้ยนไหมไหนอ่ะลุงนี่คนมาได้เลยใช่ไหม
ยูมานี่
only mom
เดี๋ยวขอมาเดี๋ยวนั่งถ่ายตรงนี้แล้วค่อยถ่ายพร้อมกันตรงนี้ถ่ายภาพอยู่No, not this now. Sorry. Only one.
ข้างหน้าเสร็จแล้วถอยด้วยครับข้างหน้าเสร็จแล้วถอยด้วยครับ
โอ้ทางซ้ายโอเคอยู่ไม่เห็นพี่แกมองค่ะทางหน้าถ่ายเจอ
เดี๋ยวขอทางพระนะครับแล้วก็คนที่มีพานยืนหลังพระนะครับ
ไม่ต้องรู้ฝั่งนี้ครับ
I'm sorry
เดินฝั่งนี้โอ้โหมาทางนั้นด้วยเหรอ
โทษนะครับลุงนิมนต์ครับลุงนิมนต์ครับ
เดี๋ยวพระนั่งนะไม่ให้มันโดนแดด ขออนุญาตนะครับมือถือช่วยยืนอยู่หลังจากคนที่มีพานยืนหลังนะครับคนที่มีพานยืนหลังนี่ผมมีthe fellow of phone this stand behind the photographer Please sit down. In the front, please sit down. Please sit down. In the front, please sit down.
Yom.
No, this is honor. This is honor.
ขอพระอยู่ข้างหลังค่ะ ขอพระอยู่ข้างหลังค่ะ ประชาชนออกค่ะ ประชาชนออกค่ะเชิญค่ะ ขอพระค่ะ You want the bomb, okay? No people, no people, please no. Let it down, let it down. Yeah, okay. Okay, thank you.
Oh, yes, of course I do.
พี่ไม่เอาคนค่ะนั่งข้างๆนั่งข้างๆ
Excuse me, ma'am. Can you, not right now, okay? They're doing monks. Thank you. Not right now. Okay.
กล้องนี้นะครับ เดี๋ยว one two three one two
God bless you, Loka.
โอเค
ผู้ใดจะโลกหน้าโลกหน้าบ่ได้ถูกทำเป็น
No,
นี่ไปไหนสิไปนั่งรถเนี่ยไหนอ่ะ
นะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆปุถุปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆญายปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆสามีจิปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆยติตังจัตตาริปุริสยุคานิอาตปุริสโภคาราเอสะภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆอาหุนายโยมาหุนายโยทักขินายโยอัญชริกรณิโยอนุตตรังปุญญาเกตังโลกัสสานิ
Yes, everyone's moved to the
Little space, please. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you.
And a group of the Chupanka monks participating in Walk for Prayer pilgrimage. Today we will happy to welcome. So we're going to get up here on the stage, okay?
Sir, can you don't block the monks, okay? Sir, thank you.
Your phone to the silent. Thank you so much for your cooperation. And now we're going to Bhikkhu Pannakara, all the state ladies and gentlemen, along with Alada. Everybody happy? Wow. You can say like sadhu. 1, 2, 3. Sadhu. Yeah. Wow, great, great. Thank you so much for this evening joining the Wat Thai Los Angeles to warmly welcome Venerable Pannakara Walk for Peace delegation. Once again, if you would like to support toward his pagoda construction or Dhammaceriya construction, you can do so afterward, okay? Afterward, after his give away his postcard and autograph, okay? You can do so. Support him to finish pagoda construction project, okay? You can do so afterward. And now, ladies and gentlemen, before we start ceremony, I would like to invite Venerable Phra Mahadusit. He the Secretary of Wat Thai Los Angeles. He's going to talk about Wat Thai and warm welcome. Thank you, sir. And then invite Phra Mahadusit. Everybody, join your palm, make a lotus like this. And starting, sadhu. 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, sir.
Good evening. It is my pleasure to see you, Venerable, on behalf of the airport and our monk in the Sangha. First of all, we would like to commend you on the successful completion of your monumental mission. We would like to extend a warm welcome to all of you and delegations to visit our temple, Wat Thai of Los Angeles. Wat Thai of Los Angeles was established on May 19, 1972 and operates as non-profit organization. It's a 54th year this year. It was the first established as Thai temple in the United States. We are Buddhist temple and Buddhist community center. It was established to promote Thai culture and tradition for interested local people and serve our community. Wat Thai also serve to promote Buddhism in the United States and to establish Buddhist school for young Thai American children to learn Thai language, culture, tradition, and Buddhist practice. We facilitate the exchange of information and education between the United States and Thailand. We are the center of Buddhist teaching for those who are seeking enlightenment. By Wat Thai creates awareness, understanding, and appreciation of Thai beliefs and value system. Wat Thai has a board of trustees and congregations of monks. There are 18 monks who reside at the temple. These monks perform daily routines of morning chanting, evening chanting, receiving alms, conserving, teaching meditation for peace, and taking care of the temple facilities. The board of trustees take care of the daily business activity of the temple and act as public relation to the community. On behalf of the airport board members and lay devotees, we are very delighted to have opportunity to welcome you today. May you all find peace and happiness during your stay at our temple. And to everyone here, today we have the privilege of being in the presence of true spiritual leaders in the field of Dhamma practice. Our guest speakers have the request to his effort to the journey in the name of Walk for Peace, to promote non-violence, mindfulness, and compassion. He is Theravada Buddhist monk, best known for leading a profound 120-day, 2,300 miles from Fort Worth, Texas to Washington, D.C. He will be sharing his insights, experience, the reasons for Work for Peace, and future goals with us. Please join me in giving warm welcome to the exceptional Venerable Bhikkhu Pannakara, also known as Thich Tuyen, who is a Vietnamese Buddhist monk and spiritual leader who serves as Vice President of the Huang Dao Vipassana Pavana Center in Fort Worth, Texas. We would like to invite you all to meet him now. Thank you very much.
Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya. Respected Mahasangha, dear lady devotees and all participant guests today, how are you? Well, I didn't expect this much of crowd this evening because it's weekend. I mean weekday. It's Monday, isn't it? Before I start, I would like to ask how many of you that follow the walk? Okay, almost everyone. Then the next question is, what did I teach? What did I talk during the walk? Today is our peaceful day. Who still remember that? Okay, a lot of us remember. Then now put your hands out. Who is still practicing and writing that down every day? And now less hands. Okay, thank you. Okay, before we start, let us try to pick that up again. Let us start with reciting that, saying that out loud to give us some energy, okay? So after I count to 3, we're gonna say, today is going to be our peaceful day. Out loud, yes? Yes. Okay, let's just try again because I've been doing that during the walk, but I haven't started again until yesterday, and now I want to hear it from you here. So 1, 2, and 3. I can't hear anything. Okay, let us say it again out loud, louder, okay? 1, 2, 3. Louder. This is not the energy that we want. Give us some more energy. One more time. 1, 2, and 3. There you go, there you go. That is the energy right there. Do you know why I want you to repeat this? Because that energy alone, that can already boost our mood up already, isn't it? Okay, so every day if we imagine, every day we keep doing that, then our life, our day will be changed completely. And if you haven't noticed that, you know, this statement alone will lead us to practice mindfulness strongly, because every time we say it, every time we write that down, it reminds us something that you had encountered and watching and following online or walk or meet with the monks during the walk. Is that the movement of the venerable monks who walk to raise the awareness of peace, loving kindness, and compassion to the world? Isn't it? That will remind you that is the movement that you had experienced 5 months, 6 months, 7 months ago. And that also will help us to remind ourselves during the day that nothing is important than a peaceful day. Do you believe that nothing is more important than the peaceful day? Why? What makes me say that is because if we don't have a peaceful day, there's nothing that we can do. Even though we can do a lot of things, we can still make money, but we are not enjoy doing it because our mind is always filled with defilements and sufferings, sadness, anxious, anxiety, stress, depression, isn't it? So what is the purpose of us keep doing everything in life while we are suffering every single day like that? That is the reason why I want to raise that awareness to all the people who will meet. That is so important for us to have a peaceful day. Once our mind is pure and fresh and concentrated, we can do a lot of things. And all the things that we are doing, it will give the results even better. Let's say we want to memorize something. We try to read a book that many of us promise that you will finish that book for a very long time, and that book's still on the bookshelf. Probably years. Who did that? Please raise your hand. Okay, a lot of you. So when are we going to start reading that book? And I truly believe, who's in here already have my book? Okay, very few of you have my book. And I hope that my book is not going to be on that shelf forever. Okay? Because we need to read. If you promise anything to your life, you have to pursue it. You have to make it happen. And just why I mentioned that book is because that is very simple in life. A very simple thing that anybody can do. Anybody could do it. It's not hard, right? It's not heavy. It's not hard. All we need to do is just find a silent place, a desk, a chair, sit down, and then open the page and start reading it. But we can't even do that. Why? It is because we are too busy thinking of the future and the past. And we are too busy with all those cell phones right now. You see, we are way too busy doing all these things. That is why when we open the page, open the book read us. But we are not reading that book. Is that right? We are looking at those letters, and those letters staring at us, ask us, what are you doing? Why are you not reading me? It's because of all those distractions that we have. You have your cell phone, which I always say that is your lover. all the time with you, and you are not focusing on the thing that is important to you. Reading a book is important because you could learn a lot of things from it. But the first thing you would learn is to be patient, to stay put and focus, concentration, isn't it? Without patience, without concentration, focusing, we cannot read that book. It is because whenever you open the page, the phone will ting, 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 and then you look at the phone. Now, no more books. You started to tap on that phone, and then someone call you. Now you pick up the phone and talk with your friends or your lover, and then you totally forgot about that book. Now, after an hour of talking over the phone, you come back to that desk, pick up the book, put it back to the shelf. That is so normal to all of us, and to the student, to the younger generation also as well. They are start doing that and go into that path. Why? Because we as a role model, parents, brother and sister, we taught them that way. Isn't it? We taught them because they are looking up to us and they copy exactly what we're doing. Then we can't teach them. And for that reason, they suffer more and more and more, and their mind is so weak. They can't even stand. They can't even bear the feelings of somebody shout at them or saying something bad about them. And then what happened? Suicidal, or because of anger, they started to hurt the others. We have seen this story over the news everywhere, a lot. Just because of anger, they cannot control their feelings. They start to shoot the other people. You see, it's because we are living in the world where we always head out and chasing for things. We are barely having a moment to come back within to see our breath. You can't even feel your heartbeat. Wow, that heart is beating every second for us to stay alive. So the question is, when are we going to come back within to see that heart is beating? When are we coming back to see our breath is going in and out? Are we going to spend the rest of our life chasing the outside world? Which we have been doing that, and we continue doing that. While we're doing that, and we expect everything to be settled, everything to be nice and calm and everything, and then once this world is in chaos, we also jump into it and drown in it. Because of expectation, we expect the other people to do the work. We expect the government to do the work. We expect our kids to do the work. We expect our partners to do the work, but we are not doing it. We always want I, which is self. I want this, I want that, I don't want this, I don't want that. We always have that way of thinking and thoughts. But we have never asked, does that person like what I want, what I do? Would he okay with it? Would they be okay with it? We didn't ask that way. Instead, we always ask for ourselves. I want this, I want that, I don't want this, I don't want that, I hate this. That is going on every day. So if we want to have a peaceful day, peaceful life is always have to be tangled together, both people, both person, both side, and the whole family have to have the voice together voice, can speak with each other, can listen to each other, and think about the other. For most of the time, when we have something that is beautiful, that is nice, that is good, most of the time we think about ourselves, but we are not think about our parents. Because I've seen a lot of parents here, seniors. How many of our kids, that when we go out to eat something, or when we travel to a different side of the world, and then we see so much beautiful things, and we now thought about our parents. When we go to a fancy restaurant and we eat some type of food that is so good and delicious, how many of us actually think of, oh, my mother and my father have never have a chance to eat this kind of food. I will take them here. We barely think that way. Because everything is me, I. Because of this I, we create a lot of dramas. Because of this I, we create suffering to ourselves and the others and our family members. And we keep on expecting this world to be at peace, the war to end. Of course, everybody's seeking for that. We are all human beings and all beings seek for that moment where all kind of war conflicts to be ended. But it cannot happen when we still fighting. Right? Because we are adding more war to the actual war out there. Then how can it stop? How can it end? Because whenever we see things that we are dislike, whenever we see things that we are not happy with, we add negative energy to that. Once we added those negative energy into that situation, that grow bigger. 10 people, it grow bigger. 100, 1,000, it keep on growing. Because we all keep adding to it, right? We are not taking it out, but we are adding more. So how can it shrink? How can it reduce? How can it decrease? Instead, it will keep on increasing and growing bigger and bigger and bigger. That is what us, all humans, are doing every day. Keep on adding more chaos to this world. For that reason, I truly believe most of us here and all those people who follow online because they don't have the chance to participate in person, we love peace. We love peace. We are seeking for peace and kindness and compassion. That is why we are showing up. That is why we keep on following this mission, isn't it? So if we do, then what is our next step? Because I don't want to spend time talking and you don't want to spend time listening and then at the end everything go back to the old day, right? We want to change. I want to change. All of us here want to change for the better. And so the question is, after listening to the talk, what is the next step that we should do, could do, to bring peace to ourselves and to end conflicts within our family first? Let's hold on into the world. Let's start it from ourselves, start it from our own family, our own neighbors, and then spread out that way. So there's a wall right here inside. We are fighting with ourselves. We are fighting with, I want to shout, I want to say this, I want to do this, and I want to think this way, but that mind is still acting up, it's not following you, it's not following us, right? And that is why we suffer. We are fighting with ourselves within our mind. Because within one thought, within 1 second, there are millions and millions of thoughts popping up, rising and falling. But we could not catch them because we don't have that mindfulness. We don't have that concentration because we are doing a lot of things at once. Who are here? Who's here that is multitask? Raise your hand. A lot of us are here and online are multitasking ourselves every day. So while we are multitasking ourselves, how can we stay focused? Now come back to that book. Taking the book down, out, put it on the table, opened it. All those movements are started from this mindset. I want to read that book. Now, step by step, I walk to that self, take that book, put it on the table, open the first page. That thought popped up and pulls you off. That phone starts to ring, it pulls you off from that book. Then who is reading it? Which one is focusing in that book and which one is focusing on here and here and here and here and there and there? Because we are multitasking ourselves. We keep doing that. So how can we have that strong concentration? And that reason, that is why our kids also cannot focus in school. Because they try to read as well like us, but they couldn't. They tried to do their homework, but they couldn't because all the social media, because of all those movies, games, and things like that. Right? We are following social media a lot, isn't it? Yes? Okay, what are we watching and what are we searching online? Here we go again. I shouldn't ask this question because every time when I ask you say, walk for peace. Okay, then now let's dig into it, okay? That's fine if you search for walk for peace. But now, no, I want to open this up, okay? Rescuing dog, okay, now Aloka. Okay, so when you go online, you search for Walk for Peace, you follow the talks, you watch those live streams just like today, right now, you are on live stream, okay? Let me ask you one thing, because 2 nights ago, I talked at the one of the conference hall at the hotel. I talk about soccer, okay? Because of soccer, because of game, we cannot stay focused on what we're doing. All these men are laughing, so probably they are one of them. Okay, now because of you saying that you are checking and watching Waffle Peace, so now I ask you about the Waffle Peace. When you go to the Waffle Peace, you watch and you listen. Are you sure that you only listen to what I said? Who can stay focused within my talk online? Please raise your hand. That is so sad. So sad. You see, then what is the purpose of going online just for Walk for Peace? Enjoying? Now, Next question. What's the reason for you not to stay focused and listen to my talk? Distraction? From? Comments. There you go. Now we talk about that now. Okay, that is what I want to ask you. Comments. So, based on my knowledge, a live stream like this, and me sitting right on top and then talk, right below that are all the comments, right? And heart and thumbs up and all those things, isn't it? Okay, that's my knowledge. I know that. And so when you see somebody say something that is so disrespectful, not listening to the monk, why is that guy walking back and forth while the monk talking? The live streamer, would you please don't talk too much? All that thing popping up on that screen, and then people started to read one line after another. What does that mean? Still suffering. Still suffering when you listen to the talk of the Walk for Peace monk. So what is the purpose? You see, anything, if we are not be able to stay focused, which is the talk, then that is what's going to happen. Then we defeat the purpose of listening to the talk. We defeat the purpose of joining the walk for peace. Can we just be mindful while listening, using this ear and this eye, be mindful? Because last two nights I said, because of these eyes, two eyes, are looking for the things that is not desirable, not what you expect, then it go inside with your brain, I guess, and then your mind and your brain talking with each other. That person is so rude. That person is so this and that. And then from there, our mind start to talk a lot. And you can't hear anything about the monk say. So if we be able to focus looking at him, listen to his talk, and be mindful with it, if you see any comments popping up, it's okay. Because your concentration is not on those comments. Your concentration is on the monk and his speech. Isn't it? So if we stay focused on that, then we get the purpose, then we get the message. Then we know what to do next. There you go. Now we should know what to do next, because during the talk, he will say, stay focused. Now we still say stay focused, seeing the things that is desirable or undesirable without reaction, without react. Listening to things that is not nice, but we are the one who have a choice not to react. Then right at that moment, within that 1 hour or 2 hour listening and watching, you have a peaceful hour. You learn a lot of things. Even though I know I talk about these back and forth, but I hope you are not bored yet. Okay? But every time when I talk, I try to show you the reality. What actually we encounter every day. And so if we really wanted to change and wanted to do the next step, then the first thing I would ask is focus. Concentration, which is mindfulness. See, now we come back to mindfulness. After all that, we still have to come back to mindfulness, because without mindfulness, we can't do all those. So the question is, when are you going to practice mindfulness? Right now? Every day? All the time? All this good stuff we've been saying, but are we doing it? Because we promise to ourselves a lot. We promise to ourselves a lot. I promise from here on I will do this and I will do that. Yes, but only 1 or 2 try, and then that's it. Give up. We failed a lot of time. We failed badly. But when we are making money, when we have to travel, when we hang out with friends, when we go to the restaurant, even though you're tired, you still make it happen. Right? What about when you need to focus, when you need to breathe in and breathe out and stay focused? Oh, I'm so tired. I can't do this. I'm gonna go take a nap. I will do it after. I will take a walk. I will take a bath. And then come out and lie on that bed. Open that phone. Now check on Waffle Piece, I guess. And at the end, the same thing. So what is the reason? I don't know. Because I've been talking about these a lot, but I still don't get it. Why can't we do it? Just only one simple thing. I beg you to write out that message. Today is going to be my peaceful day. I beg, okay, I'm not telling, I'm not asking, I beg you to do that. Why? It's because that is the way to train our mind to come back. That is a way to train our mind to stay focused. Concentrate on that while we're writing that down. Concentrate with our eyes and our mind together. Because our eyes are keep looking for things, searching, scanning. Every little thing is everywhere. Don't you believe so? Don't you think so? Let's say when we walk out there, how many of us actually can stay focused within your footstep? Just walk one way straight. Without looking for people, looking for this and that. And then when you see somebody walk across you, you look at that person. And if you see anything that is beauty, you would try to sneak and look at that. Isn't it? We can't even stay focused within that path. That is why I ask to use these eyes to read, to see beautiful things, which is, today is going to be my peaceful day. If you be able to see those lines, that one line, single line, I believe so, it only take one line on that page, that notebook. Today is going to be my peaceful day. Just look at that and read it over and over with our eyes, silently. Now, at that moment, we are not looking at soccer. We are not searching for Waffle Piece online. We are not searching for news. We are not seeing anything online or on that television. Instead, only that message. Today is going to be my peaceful day. The only thing that you are looking at that moment. At that time, you stop. At that moment, you stop thinking about the bad thing, unwholesome thing. At that moment, you stop saying unwholesome things. At that time, you stop doing unwholesome things. These three, we stop completely while we are seeing that and reading it. Isn't it better? It should. It should be better because we are not committed into bad karma. Thinking bad, talking bad, doing bad. Now, come to the next step. We are speaking out. Read it out loud with our mouth, pairing with our mind. Today is going to be my peaceful day. say it out loud to tell the universe that. Tell our family that. Maybe when they wake up, they grumpy. And then when they listen to you, today is going to be my peaceful day. They would think about it. They would think about it. They would also, you are reminding your family to do that as well. When you do that. And then when we say that out loud means the mind, the eye, the mouth have to put together in order for it to say it, to speak it out. Isn't it? So the mind is not thinking about the unwholesome thing. The eyes, the mouth is not saying unwholesome thing. And this body not doing unwholesome thing. We stop creating bad karma. But we creating wholesome deeds. So why not? That is what we mission in life. We do a lot of things, but most of the time we do it with a really not a wholesome thought, not a wholesome speech, and not a wholesome action. That is why we suffer. That creates suffer. So that is the reason why I encourage you all to practice from there. We have to practice step by step from small and growing bigger. And writing that down is so small, so simple that anybody could do it. And of course you cannot do that if you don't give yourself a chance. You would give yourself a lot of chances to do a lot of things, but not that. I proved that to you already. Earlier I asked, only a few of us are writing that down. Who wrote that down? Please raise your hand again. I asked you a question. So for those who writing that down every day, have it changed your life, the way of living every day? Please. Yes? See, that is the result. Because every time after you walk out that door, remember I say we rush out that door, we go to work, go to school, go hang out with friends, travel. When we rush out that door, everything starts to come. You would encounter a lot of things, will meet a lot of people, and then from there, our minds start talking a lot. And so if you remember that statement, and of course we all already memorize it by heart already because that statement is so simple. But what is the difference between we learn by heart, we memorize that statement, with us writing that down? Because when we already remembered it by heart, when things happen, it didn't have enough power to remind us. Why? Because we didn't put any effort into it. Right? Because we remember a lot of things, not just that. But when things happen, we still react the old ways. But for those who write that down and practice that way, during the day when things come to them, that statement, that message, will remind them right away, I wrote that down. I put a lot of effort into it. If anything that I put effort and time into it, I would not want to ruin it. I will keep it. I will protect it. If you don't put any effort into it, you think that is not yours. But when you put effort into it, just like you holding tight to something that you love, your family members, your partner, that car, that house you love so much, and you hold it tight into your hands because you're afraid of losing it, right? That's why we're holding it tight. Same thing. When you put a lot of time and effort and energy in writing this down and practice mindfulness every day like that, automatically you will see those are part of your life. you will see how important that is to you, because you have spent a lot of time and effort into it. You holding it tight like a gem for yourself, because it is helping you, right? So we will hold it tight, and then when things happen, that will pop up. I put a lot of time and effort. I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to lose that now. I hold it tight to my heart. I will spend time listening to my heart. That is how it saves our life, saves our day. Just from a very simple statement, simple action, which is writing that down. We don't have to think big, seriously. When we talk about peace, when we talk about world peace, we are thinking all about the big things. We don't need to do all that big things. Just very simple thing that we could do that could change our life. Then from there, we start to move forward with bigger things. Once our mind is calm, settled, stay focused, we could do a lot of bigger things. And every time you put time and effort into it, it will give you a best result ever. But for right now, act like we are babies, learning how to crawl, learning how to stand up, learning how to walk, and then run after later. We don't need to run now. Crawling, just crawl first. Teaching our mind, it's just like we are teaching our kids, our baby. Just like that. So don't think anything bigger than what we can do right now about this piece. Start from there. Would you please do that? Yes? That is how you walk with us. And you already promised us, isn't it? You promised with the monks that you will walk with the monks. Right? Of course, walk in spirit. Okay, you walk in spirit means you are practicing that. That is how you walk with us to change this world. But it needs a lot of effort. It needs a lot of people walking together to change, not us alone. If we walk for the rest of our life, only these 19 venerable monks, or even join 1,000 venerable monks, we cannot change anything. But all of us walk together every day, we make a big impact to this world. Positive energy will radiate it, spread it to the universe. The universe will receive it, spread it out to all the beings in this earth, on this earth. And then what happened? We will live peacefully, kinder to each other, and more compassionate to each other. So I hope that this message will continue to inspire you to practice mindfulness. And I hope that we know already how to practice mindfulness through the breathing, yes? Who needs me to repeat the way of practicing mindfulness through this nostril? Okay, let's start it over again, okay? Every day after you write that statement down, okay? When you first, before bed, tonight, this is our test, what you should do tonight. When you go home, the first thing what you should do. Tonight when you go home, what are you going to do first? Yeah? Hello? What's going on? Oh, hold on into that piece of paper. Tomorrow morning, okay? Now tonight we do different thing. First of all, you need to rush to the bathroom because you've been holding. People probably don't have enough restroom for everyone. So when you go home, the first thing is for you to stand up, right? Isn't it? You have to stand up from here. But the difference between standing up without intention versus standing up with mindfulness, that is totally different. And most of the time, we rush to stand up and create really noisy environment. We talk, we do this and we do that, and we pushing each other, trying to get out. Why? Because we need to get out that parking lot because we probably gonna stuck. I want to get to the monk. I need him to give me a card. I need him to give me a bracelet, things like that. Right? That is reality. But are we doing that mindfully or not? Most of the time, no. So now we need to start from here, from now, and in this present moment, and tonight. This is our work, which is when we stand up. When we stand up, we have to be mindful. One step forward, one step backward with mindfulness. Every step with mindfulness counts. Okay, we've been walking just like a skeleton walking already. Don't do that anymore. Walk with mindfulness. So when we stand up, backward, forward, same thing, we have to aware of each step we are making. Secondly, when we in line or when we're trying to get to the car, if someone bumped into you, how are you gonna react? Never mind? I don't think so. Most of the time we react with anger. With anger, for most of the time we react. Now, we still react, but we react a different way. With a kind smile on your face. Are you okay? Ask the question, are you okay? Don't expect them to ask you or sorry to you. Okay? Don't expect that. Instead, ask that person, are you okay? You need help. Give them a smile. May you be well, be happy, and be peaceful, okay? Be careful. Done. Our peaceful night. But if you react with anger, then all this talking are gone. Right? All the effort come into this temple and listening are gone if we react with anger. So now go to the car, stuck in the traffic. When we're stuck in the traffic, when we rush, we react, trying to find a way and get mad, being mad, not happy, and things like that. Don't do that either. You're still gonna be late. So, be patient. That is your chance to practice patience. I will be patient. Smile to your face. Smile to your heart. And give yourself some love. That's it. You get home. Promise you'll be home. Because you're mindful. Okay? The spirit, the devil will protect you if you're practicing. So don't worry about it. Now when you go home, you're hungry. You walk in that door, your husband or your wife shout at you. How you react? Smile? Honey, tonight is our peaceful night. Right? Then he will say something else, or she will do something else. That's okay. Give them some love, because they didn't have a chance to come here to listen and practice like you do. So you have to share it with that person. That is kindness. Don't react with anger. Now when you finish and then go have dinner. After dinner you go wash dishes. Every step counts. You focus on the thing that you do. And then now bedtime. This is what we need to talk about. When we go to bed, what is your next step? Huh? Turn off the phone. Turn off the phone. But before turning off that phone, you would spend hours of searching for waffle piece or something else. Right? Now, our minds start talking. Because of all those comments and all those happening online on social media, we start talking and react. Now we let go of our lover and then try to close your eyes and sleep. You couldn't sleep because the mind is still talking, the heart is still beating fast. Then your whole night messed up. To change, 1 hour before bed, no lover, which is no cell phone. Even if you have to listen to the waffle piece, hold on into it tomorrow. It's fine, okay? No phone 1 hour before bed. I promise you, if you do that, all you need to do is just lie down straight. Put your left hand on top of your abdomen and the right hand on top of it. Close your eye, relax. Focus on that rising and falling. When you breathe in, your abdomen will rise. When you breathe out, your abdomen will be falling. So, rising, falling, just stay focused on that. Scan that, experience that moment, and then you go to bed whenever you feel asleep and whenever you sleep. That's it. You will have a peaceful night. If we have to die in bed, you already done your job, practicing mindfulness before we die, right? Or you would rather choose anger before we die? Of course, mindful before we die. That's enough for our life, if we die that way. And then if we are not talking it with our mind throughout the night, then we have a restful night. When we wake up in the morning, what is the next step? Huh? Reaching for the phone. That is our old habit. Okay, no more old habit. You can reach for that phone, it's okay. But to turn off the alarm. That's it. Only to turn off the alarm. Nothing else. Leave your lover alone. Okay? What is the next step?
Make your bed.
Make your bed. Make your bed. Very important. Fold your bed sheet, your blanket. Make it look neat and nice. Next step is to go to the bathroom. Still no lover, no phone. Okay? Don't take your lover to the toilet and talk. When you go to the toilet, you do your thing. You finish, you come out. But if you have your phone with you, instead of 15 minutes in the bathroom, you would spend 1 hour in the bathroom. So no phone in the bathroom. Okay? Secondly, get a piece of paper and a pen. Write down, today is going to be my peaceful day. After that, read it over and over with our eyes and then read it out loud with our mouth. After finish that, now sit straight on the floor. If you cannot, you can sit on the chair. Back straight, but do not force your spine. Okay, relax. Just back straight. Don't sit like this, gonna mess your spine. So back straight, but do not force. Take a deep breath, and then deep breath, and then deep breath 3 times. After that, relax the whole body and mind. Put your concentration right here, this area by the nostril. The breath is going in and out through this, right? Yes? Yes? Yes. We need to add awareness to each and every breath going in and out. Awareness to the breath that going in. Awareness to the breath going out. Stay focused on it. Don't follow it inside, you don't need to. Don't follow that breath outside, you don't need to. But don't force your breath. Just let it go in and out the way it is, naturally. Okay, now how you breathe, when you practice meditation this way, you breathe the same way. Don't try to force your breath to be longer or shorter. Just let it go in and out the way it is. Just add awareness to that breath. To those breaths, in and out. Now, that monkey mind start to jump. What is the monkey mind? The mind of thinking this and that. Talking about this, talking about that. Thinking about the walk for peace, thinking about the monk, thinking about anything. That is talking mind. Those are not useful. But you don't have to try to eliminate them, because that is natural. What we should do is when that thought pop up, acknowledge it. Observe the thought. Knowing that, oh, you have a thought. It doesn't matter what type of thought. Just acknowledge it, observe it, let it go by itself. Don't try to force it. Don't try to tell them to go away. Just observe it, and then it will vanish by itself. And then come back here. Or at the beginning, what you can do is acknowledge the thought. Observe the thought and acknowledge it by saying silently 3 times. Thought, 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 then come back here. That is your test, so don't fail, okay? Hello guys, your test, don't fail. Because you are listening to me right now. Okay, stay focused, remember. In and out, thought pop up, acknowledge it, say silently 3 times. Thought, 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 come back to your breathing. Bring your concentration back to your breathing. Then breathe in, breathe out. Another thought pop up, do the same. Do the same, do the same on those thoughts. Now if you hear anything, your husband or your kids shout or yell or talk, it's okay, don't react. Smile, gentle on your face, and then breathe, acknowledge those sounds as sound, sound, sound. Come back here to your breathing. If you feel any type of sensation within this body, itchy, numb, pain, hurt, anything, just put your concentration on that, numb, that pain, that itchy, and then acknowledge it. Feeling, feeling, feeling. Come back here. That's all we need to do. Keep on repeating that. That is the basic step for us to train our mind to stay in this present moment. We don't have that habit yet. That is why we need to train ourselves, train our mind to start from the beginning by bringing that concentration back to this present moment. That's it. If you spend 15 minutes, that's great. That is good. Half an hour, that's better. 1 hour, that's even better. The more you practice, the better you are before you rush out of that door. Okay? So that is our mission. That is our job to do every day, to practice mindfulness, to practice the breathing method. That is our own object within our breath. We don't need to borrow the outside object. Thank you so much. Any question for me?
So anybody have the question to ask him? So we start from there. So I don't know. I can bring the microphone over there. You gotta make a noise right there. We have the microphone right there. Yeah. So hold on, okay. Make sure when you bring microphone to in front of the speaker, you're gonna make a noise. Yeah.
Oh, hi. Hi. My name's Nina, and I'm so grateful and proud to be here, to be with you all. And my question is, because I meditate, is... Sorry.
Hold on again. He's gonna lower the volume.
Hi. thank you for being here. I'm so moved that you came to Los Angeles. I live here and I could be part of tonight. My question, as someone who meditates, when I get distracted, and I do, is what if it's something that I feel a connection with someone else or an animal that needs help, and it is a distraction, but it's also something that I feel brings me peace, and then I can share that. Thank you.
Thank you for the questions. As you already know, that is, those are distractions, and those shouldn't be with you during the meditation, during that sessions. You can think about it. You can have all those thoughts, wonderful thoughts, after that sessions, and it's okay. But during the meditation, you should just observe it and acknowledge it, but without pursuing it, without going forward and think about it. That would help you, that would change, okay? You can think of those after the meditation.
Okay.
Hi, I have a question about, you were speaking about non-reactivity, and I'm wondering if you could speak a little bit more or offer anything additional regarding when, you know, someone is treating you very badly, intentionally, on purpose type of thing, as opposed to just road rage, you know, like when it's direct. You know, if you could offer anything about that.
You know, during the walk, we encounter a lot of things during the walk. Let's just say protester. They protest us while we are not doing anything. We are not trying to convert anyone. And we are not talking about religious. We're talking about peace. But we get protest. And then there are people curse at us as well. Looking straight to our face and curse at us. And shout at us. And there are people with a really big truck, and they step on the gas pedal so that the black smoke come out and cover all the monks. A lot of things like that when we walk. When we see when we encounter those incidents, we also react. But the way of us react is also smile, look at them, and then may you be well, may you be happy and be peaceful. That's what we did. And then we move on, continue with our walk. That person receive our blessing. May you be well, be happy and be peaceful. Probably at that moment, he will not understand, will not get that message, or not even care about it. But probably later in his lifetime, something hit him mentally, okay? Something touched him. He start to rewind that to that time when he get that blessing, when he done that to the monks. And then the monks, instead of react with anger, he say, may you be well, be happy and be peaceful, with a smile. That would change him. That would help him to change the way of communicating with the others. Same thing like us. If we give the other people a chance, later on they or someone else will give us a chance, because we are not perfect. We will and we would commit into unwholesome deeds. And of course, we also want people to give us a chance to fix, right? So by doing that, we are giving them a chance, means we are reserving ourselves a chance in the future. So talking about that is easy, but how can we do it? The way to do that is, again, mindfulness. If you are not mindful at that moment, you would pursue that anger by saying harmful words, by doing harmful things to the people, to those people, and at least you're talking within your mind, okay, at least at the beginning. So that brings effort. But if you practice mindfulness every day, right at that moment, you would be reminded by those practicing that you've been practiced is going to be peaceful, it's going to be okay. Nothing that is hurting me except myself. Then you would stop, react. Instead, you still react, but react with kindness, with smile. Try that when somebody hurt you, trying to hurt you verbally, just verbally. Try to see how your heart start to rise and beat. You will feel the fire start to burn within your chest, right? It's because of anger. It start to burn. Now, if you feel that sensation of burning, is it desirable or no? No, of course not. Then if you know that is hurting, you are hurting yourself, then you would take a deep breath. Take a deep breath, deep breath, and deep breath until you stay calm. And remind yourself that it's okay. It's okay. Breathing, breathing, then you'll be okay. That is how we react. That is how we work upon it. But in order for us to remember all those, you have to practice mindfulness. Today is going to be my peaceful day. Start from there. Okay?
Okay, the next question from there, another 2 from there and 1 from here. Gonna be 3. Start from there first.
Well, I'm so happy to see you. We see you on television. All night, just watching you move so easily among America, especially the South. My God, my question is simple. What is the purpose of meditation? And what does it get you anything? Or do you meditate with a purpose?
There's no purpose of meditating. Okay? A lot of the time, people think that to meditate is to gain something, to get something out from it. But the real meditation is not to gain anything but to let go. To let go of everything. To let go of that expectation first. What I'm gonna gain about it, what I'm gonna get off from it, that is one of the expectations that we are asking. Let go of that first. Then everything else will follow. Right? So we are not meditating, trying to achieve anything, but we are meditating to see our own self. Because that is when you could see a lot of things that you have never seen about yourself before, which is your mind. Okay?
Hello. Thank you all of you for being here with us this evening and sharing such wonderful messages. I have a question about surrender. You just said it's about the letting go. I've studied a lot of different forms of mindfulness, peacefulness, hearing all sorts of things, and there's always this allusion to being able to completely surrender. And could you speak a little about surrendering? Because I'm not very good at it.
Actually, there is no surrender here in this way of practicing. We are letting go isn't mean that we are surrender. Okay, that's totally different. Your letting go is because we see no purpose of holding it. If you're holding something that is hurtful, that is harmful, so what is the purpose? What is the reason for us to holding on to it? And what if we can let it go to gain something else, which is peace, happier? Those are better than anger. Those are better than delusion, greed, and things like that. So patiently, and then patiently and letting go is totally different with surrender. Somebody do something to you and you give up and you surrender. That is different. Let's just say we surrender to a lot of people, including our boss. The people higher than us have more power than us. Those we can say that is surrender, because we're afraid if we go against them, we're gonna be hurt, right? But patience is different, which is you can patient with the person is lower than you. You can be patient with the person that is not nicer than you, or they are so bad, but you still be able to be patient with those. Just to say your kids. If they do anything so wrongful, but if you're patient enough, if you love them enough, if you love yourself enough, you will be patient with them by not hit them or not shout at them or not saying all those hurtful things to them. That is patience. But if you surrender means when you are trying to do something and when you're trying to run away from something, and then you found out that you cannot run anywhere, then okay, I give up. That is kind of surrender. But in Buddhism, it's not. In the way of practicing mindfulness, it's not about surrender. It's all about letting go. Letting go of all those things that you've been holding so tight. And then when you hold it tight, you feel suffer, you feel tired, you feel stressed. Because when you practice, the more you practice, the tired you are, then that is not the right way. When you sit down and breathe in and breathe out, after you finish, you feel so tired and exhausted. That is not the right way to practice. But the more you practice, the relaxed you are and the better you are, and you feel grateful when you're done. There are two types of people. They are traveling far away, they come home. They exhausted. One person would say, I'm tired because of this long journey, I'll go to sleep. Another person also traveled the same distance. That person say, I have been traveled a long distance, a very long way. I am drained. I have no more energy. I need to go close my eyes and breathe to get my energy back. Same distance, same way of traveling, but different mindset. Most of the time, we will give up, go to bed, sleep, relax, enjoy. But for the person who always wanted to walk opposite direction, which is, I'm gonna go meditate to gain the energy back, to get that energy back, I'm not gonna let it go. So we should be that person. Okay, thank you.
Okay, hold on. I have another question over here. Miss Natalie, please come up here to add the question. The next question, sir.
Namaskar, Venerable Pannakara. I would like to ask a question. In the conclusion of the 108-day walk in Washington, D.C., you urge people to practice mindfulness and choose kindness, compassion, love, harmony, and hope. Could you please explain that you have already explained about mindfulness, and you said that we should practice mindfulness little bit at a time. But for lay people like me and maybe everybody else here, I found that it's very difficult to be mindful or to be kind with someone that's not very kind to us. And there's a lot of emotions and thoughts that come into mind, and we don't want to get rid of them. Or how do we get rid of them? Thank you very much.
Well, I understand that in your way of living, because as a lay person, we have family, we have bills, we have everything to take care of. In this busy life, we have to pursue and doing all that to make a living. We cannot escape, but mindfulness isn't just for us to sit down and close our eyes. mindfulness you can practice anywhere and everywhere. Let's just say when we walk, during that walk, I always said, I focus on my breathing when I walk. The old monk focusing on their footstep. Let's say when they walk, their right leg picking up, forward, down, touch. Left, up, forward, down, touch. They repeat that. They focus on that. But myself, I focus on the breathing. And then when I see people greeting us, and I stop. I switch that concentration from my breathing to the greeting from the people. And I stay focused on them, communicate with them, listen to them, and say bye to them, continue with my journey, focus on my breath again. That is how we practice when we walk. But let's just say you are standing right now. Are you focusing on what I'm saying right now? Yes? That is concentration, that is meditation. When you're standing, you also can practice meditation because you are focusing on what I'm saying right now. Same thing like all of you, you are focusing. Your mind sticks to my speech right now. That is meditation, right? And then when we lie down earlier, I mentioned to you, put your hands on your abdomen, rising and falling. That is meditation, right? But this is more important. Earlier, I mentioned multitask. We eat and talk and listening to music and watching movie at the same time. Especially during this soccer season. During this soccer season, we eat, we drink, we talk, we watch, we shout, we slam the table, we kicking things and we throwing things, everything at the same time. Right? So what are we focusing in? None. And then when your team lose, you get angry. When that referee give a red card to the person that you love, you get angry because of hate, because of not the way that you expect, right? And so, but concentration, not multitasking yourself, means you only eat. When we eat, be mindful with eat. When you drink, be mindful with drinking. When you cook, this is important right here. Most of us cook, I hope. When we cook, we chop. But your ear is listening and your mouth is singing. Then which one is chopping? Which one is listening and which one is singing? None. We are not focusing on anything. That is why you chop your finger. Right? And so change that. Now instead of listening and singing while cooking, just stay focused on chopping. Chop, stay focused. And then when you turn on the fire, when you put those in, you need to know, okay, this is salt. I need to add salt, not sugar. But if you are not mindful, you will add sugar instead. That is how you practice mindfulness. And when you're done, eating and then washing dishes. Talking on the phone at the same time when washing dishes. Now, let go of that phone. Finish those dishes first. Finish it, wash it, then now you can talk on the phone. Now you can sit down on that sofa and talk with your friend. No problem. That is how we practice every day. But the reason why we cannot gain anything off from it is because we always expect the result, the outcome right away. When we practice not long enough, but we want everything to be settled, then everything will keep on talking and keep on acting. But if you let go of that expectation, then everything will follow along. This take a longer time to practice. but it depends on us how much time and effort we are putting in to practice. Any reason behind that, those are just excuses, to be honest. Because we have our own choice, right? They can be hateful, but we can be kinder. It's our choice. It's not their choice. Let's just say he is holding the rope of fire, the fire rope, he throw it to you. Are you holding it or no? You shouldn't. You shouldn't hold it, but you do. You shouldn't, but you do. You catch it, you hold it. Why I say that is because you reacting. You get angry because of he saying that, he doing that. That means he throw. Even though you know that you shouldn't catch it, shouldn't hold it, but you also holding it while you thinking. Because you're reacting. You don't know that he is suffering. Before he say that, he suffered himself already. Because it's the progress of thinking, I need to tell her this, I need to tell her that. She can't be doing this. I cannot accept this. You see, that whole process of talking by himself in his mind is already suffer. Isn't it? Yes? Now, he moved from that thought out to this mouth and said it out loud. He suffered double. He suffered double. Because when he speak out, he would raise his voice. Because that mind is angry mind. And now so he need to raise his voice to make sure that you hear him. His voice can be heard. That is why he raised his voice. And the more he raised his voice, the sufferer he is. You don't see that. You only see that I am suffering. I am only the person who's suffering. No, it's not you. You can be happy and peace, but he already suffered. It's your choice. It's your choice to stay happy and peaceful, but he have no choice. Because he already committed. He already suffered. He have no choice to change, to stop. To start over. But from there, you would be the person who could help him to end that anger by looking at him, give him a smile, and say, honey, today is a peaceful day. Then everything will be soft, right? Thank you.
Sadhu. So another one last question because the time ran out. So one last question, and we're gonna go let Venerable talk about his project. Okay, that one last question. So let's go.
Venerable Pannakara, I come today as a messenger on behalf of my community, my family, and myself to simply say thank you. You have changed our lives. And as for me personally, you saved mine. But I wanted to be able to tell you thank you.
Thank you so much for that.
Okay, yeah, one last
That means
question.
a lot.
Because of one Venerable, one last question. Could you please come over here? Yeah.
I also am one that wants to say thank you because I actually was in a very bad time when I found the Walk for Peace. I had lost my whole family. And I found the Walk for Peace. I have followed you religiously. I write, today is going to be my peaceful day. I make it further. I say, peace comes from within, and I control my peace. And I remember your word that you talked about once, and it's reaction. And it applies. The parking spot. Go to pull in, someone went to cut me off. I went to comment, and I stopped, and I went reaction. And I went, there's another space around the bend, turn around. And so if you do it every day, and the mindfulness I look at as really a form of detached awareness, where you're aware, you have to be aware first, but then you know to detach and you come back to your breathing, and so you breathe. And so I do that with the impermanence and the loss of my mother, my daughter, and my family members. And I go, the life cycle, and leave it go. So I thank you so much, and I'm glad that I was able to say this to you personally, because I flew to Raleigh, I did Pittsburgh, I did Cary, and then when you walked in that crazy snowstorm when they shut the city down, and then when you came back at the end on February, I walked with you then, and I did both your VSAC celebrations where I did the candles and volunteered there and everything. So thank you. You saved my life. I mean, that's all I can say to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for letting me talk to you.
I'm so glad that you be able to stand up again. So I'm grateful for you. Okay, continue practice, and we gonna be with you. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your great message about Walk for Peace. One very last question. We sorry about that. We have a lot of people, but because of the time, one last question. Okay, over here. Don't two not question, but sharing the idea and the message. This is a question.
นมัสการพระคุณเจ้าทุกพระองค์นะคะทุกท่านนะคะก็คือ question ก็คือ peaceful life start from family first right and start from mom or dad first and then now I have a big not I have baby I have grandchildren over there I would like to know like how I gonna teach her when she's kind of grow up to be mindfulness or peaceful how I'm gonna start to teach her.
You are the role model. I mentioned that earlier. It started from you. It's always start from you, not your family. Remember this. It start from you first, and then it spread out to your family members. Okay? That is how you teach your kid. Try not to control them. Try not to control them. Give them their own space. Encourage them to do things that they want to do, but of course in a good way. When they have done something wrong, don't give them negativities. React. Just be mindful. Be patient with them. Tell them just like your friend, their friends. Show them the things, and then little by little, you give them that chance. They would listen to you, and then from there, you would be able to tell them what is right, what is wrong. But when we want to control the other, even though they are our kids, when we want to control them, they will run away from us. They will shut their door. They will build up a wall between you and them. Once they build that wall, you cannot communicate. But if you let them have their chance to express, to do their own thing, love them, forgive them, give them chances, they would come to you every time when they encounter problem in life. That is what you need. You don't need a perfect person, but you need someone that willing to come back to you when they run into troubles. That is when they need you the most. That is when you have the ability to show them what is right, what is wrong. But if you shut that door, if you let them build that wall, then you have no more chance to tell them what is right, what is wrong. So practice for yourself first, show them that, and every day you practice. Today is going to be
for you. But I do have a question. Some monastics were afraid to come to our peace, and there is a lot of fear now for immigrants in particular. There's mass incarceration. A man was shot and killed by ICE in Texas recently. And there is a lot of fear in the country now for immigrants and people, and for myself as well. And my question is, how can we deal with the fear? What is your advice for those of us who are afraid of a fascist regime? Thank you.
First of all, thank you for the to conduct the walk for peace. In joining the walk for peace while we walk here in LA, and I heard that people show me that while we walk, and for the fear, I understand this situation. While we walk, that's still going on. While we walk, a lot of people are afraid to come out, and our venerable monks too. A lot of them are not U.S. citizens. And then when we walk, people always say, eyes will catch you and this and that, will make you to go back to your country and things like that. But we as monks, we don't have anything to lose. So we're just going to walk, and whatever comes, it will come. If that is our karma, we will face it. That is the monks, we learn and we practice that way. But of course, families have kids, have family members and everyone. Of course, everybody would be afraid of all that. But one thing that we have to admit, even though we are afraid, if that thing's gonna happen, it would happen. Instead of letting ourselves scared and try to hide, try to stay away from things, just live peacefully. Do the thing that you need to do. If it's your karma, if you don't have enough merit to stay, it would come anytime. You have to believe that anything happen, there is the reason behind. If we already created in the past, it will follow us. So instead of afraid it's still gonna come, we live peacefully and happily, it's still gonna come. If it's gonna happen to us, then why can't we choose to be happy and peacefully live day by day just like that, instead of scare and try to hide for all those things? Of course, saying it is easy, but doing it, pursuing it is difficult. I understand. I'm not in that situation, but I've seen a lot of sufferings. That is why I took on that journey to do the walk for peace. Because seeing people suffer, I took on that journey to raise the awareness of peace, love, and kindness and compassion to the people who will need. And guess what? During that walk, we met a lot of, I'm sorry to say, Hispanic. A lot come out and cry and talk about it. They're also scared, they're also afraid. But after seeing us walk, after listening to our sharing, it's okay. If it's come, it will come. Move on. Just continue doing what we need to do. If we think that this is our land, this is where we should stay, why we need to hide, why we need to be like that? Just continue doing what we need to do. Don't be afraid. If we be able to think that way, we would firstly have a peaceful day and peaceful family first. At least before they send us away, send us home, we at least done something for ourselves and our family. Why not? While we hiding and while we afraid and scared that way, we can't do anything. We cannot do anything because of that mindset. We cannot do anything. Instead of letting us go in that direction, who cares? Do the thing that we need to do. You've been doing it. Why not now? If it comes to me, it's my turn. It's okay. Just like we dying. Are we, when we afraid, when we scared, are we not gonna die? No. We still going to die anyway, regardless. The matter is, sooner or later, that's it. It will still come. Just like if they send us home, just like we are dying, that's it. So why not think in that way? So I encourage you, if you still feel that way, it's not that I want to push you to the danger. No, we have no intention that way. But we want everybody to have a peaceful day, peaceful life. That is what we need. At least before we die, we have done something for ourselves. Okay? Thank you. And if you practice loving kindness, to yourself by doing every day, when you sit down, imagine of yourself in front of you. When you close your eye, put your face in front of you like this. Imagine your face, and then repeat this. Relax your whole face with a relaxed face, okay? May I be well, may I be happy, may I be peaceful, may I be free from all kind of suffering. Slowly doing that. Spread loving kindness to yourself every day. But please, don't do that because you're afraid or you're scared, okay? Doing that because you love yourself. Keep doing that to yourself every day. Send metta, send loving kindness to yourself. That is how you overcome those kind of feelings. Thank you.
So, this very last question. Real last question.
For the kid, 11-year-old.
Yeah, real last question. Real.
Venerable Pannakara, my name is James. I'm 11 years old. I have a question. Is there any way to meditate like easy for kids?
It's not an easy question. An easy way. He make it so easy. Okay, for kids to meditate. If we tell our kids to go to a meditation center and sit down and breathe in and breathe out and close their eyes, they're probably gonna last for 5 minutes. Okay, so different ages, we have different ways of meditation for different ages. For kids, for teenagers, we always encourage them to come and practice loving kindness first. Loving kindness, when you be able to love yourself and love the others, when you be able to read things with concentration, when you be able to stay focused within your ear with concentration, when you be able to write or draw a picture with concentration, that is meditation. Depend on the ages we could apply. Okay, as long as they stay focused, you don't need to ask them to sit down and breathing just like us. We don't need to. Start from a simple step. As long as you have everyone together, give them some simple game, but something that is knowledge, wisdom for them to work on. Then move on. Maybe take them 5 minutes to stay focused on within their breath or hold in your heart. Now, you say you're 11, right? Put your left hand over your heart. Do it. And then put your right hand over your heart. Your left hand. Put your right hand on over your left hand. Now close your eyes. Close your eye. Take a deep breath. Take another deep breath. Relax. Now, feel your heartbeat. Just feel those heartbeat. Okay, open your eyes. You feel it? You see your heart is beating? Yes? Okay, that's all you need to do. Okay? Stay focused within that heartbeat. Focus on it. You don't have to do this breathing now, but that is what you can do, and it applies to a lot of us here, regardless of age. Okay, thank you. May you all be well, happy, and peaceful.
Well, thank you so much for every question, everybody. And then before we move forward to another schedule, so before we have the Venerable give away his postcard to everybody, so we can announce, let Venerable talk about his project. We heard about he's going to have like a big project, right? Talk about his project a little bit. So people and everybody here like to make donation to support him. So please, sir.
It's really late now, and we still have a long way to receive the blessing. So I really don't want to talk about it. but I would share briefly to all of you because when you invited me here, you also wanted to listen to the project that I made a vow for, which you can find it online. I talk about it a lot. The project of building the Dhammajediya project, which is on 14 acres of land. All the structure, 840 stupa made in stone, to preserve all the Tipitaka, which is the Buddha teachings that is all about mindfulness, all about practicing to liberate, to end suffering in different languages, 10 different languages. And that is going to happen in Fort Worth, Texas, at our temple. And I dedicate my life to this project because I want to preserve it for the future generation. And the reason why I choose the high quality and very expensive material, which is stone, because I want it to last for 1,000 years for many future generations to come, so that they can also benefit the same way as we do. I benefited from practicing mindfulness. That is why I be able to share with during the waffle piece and all of you here. So I will love our future, that including me, because we're gonna still reborn until we end suffering, then we go into reborn. I want myself to have a chance in the future to repeat it again. Maybe 1,000 years from now, I would do another walk, probably, and probably you're gonna join and listen to me again, hopefully. So we need something to learn, and that is how I want to preserve it for the future. And so 10 different scripture we do, and it's made in stone. 7 years making a vow silently, and it's almost 5 years now speaking out to the public, and hoping that next year I be able to start build the main stupa. This project cost about 200 million, and I started from nothing. Okay, and this project is not for me, it's not for our temple, but it's for all humankind, and it's for all who love peace, who love mindfulness, who practice in mindfulness to liberate. Then this project is for everyone. That is why I do a lot of things, and I made a vow, if within this lifetime, if I'm lack of merit, and I cannot finish this project, I wish that I can reborn again and again at the same place to continue that construction until I get it completed. That is my vow in front of 180 venerable monks on that land in Fort Worth, Texas. And now that every year during May Vesak season, we do the Tipitaka chanting from different countries, gathering together to recite all the Tipitaka within 9 days and celebrating Vesak at that land until we finish the project. And the reason for this trip to LA is because the Sayadaw, the one who memorized all the teachings of the Buddha, which is we call Tipitaka Sayadaw, Burmese, and the Burmese monks and community invited us here to receive the donation of the stupas. This time, the Burmese community donated 11 stupa, 10 stupa total, the small one. The small stupa size is about 13 feet by 13 feet by 27 feet tall. Weighs about 43 tons. That is stone from India. And the Burmese community in the United States has already offered 30 stupas already, small ones. And that is why we came to receive the offering, and also to come here to share the message of peace to all of you. So hoping that in this journey we will meet again and continue to practice until we end this kind of suffering to liberate. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Venerable. So the next program we're gonna have the chairperson of this organization. Her name